ready. Let's do this.
Just walking out into our patio or in our dining room and seeing customers enjoying the food, there's nothing quite like that. I think that's a huge motivator for us. Having gone from a pop-up barbecue concept to a food trailer to having 2 locations, soon to be 3, and then a spot inside Globe Field, where the Rangers play, it's hard to stay on top of all those things. The easiest way for me to do that is to have great people. We have great staff here who truly care about our customers, they care about each other, they care about the product that we're serving. And I think by having great people, I don't have to be everywhere at once because they can do that for me. And they know the vision, they understand where we want to be 5 years from now. And I think that just by having great people, I'm able to kind of duplicate myself and give the people of Arlington and Fort Worth and Mansfield the same barbecue that we started with 5 years ago.
Been here almost 3 years now, and I've just seen more and more people throughout the years try it for the first time and get hooked. And that's basically what gets me up every morning, is making sure we put out the best product we can day in, day out. You got to be really good at multitasking. You got to be able to, jump on prep, jump off prep, feed a fire. You got to be able to just watch different proteins. Everything finishes at a different temperature here. There's different. Some things get sauce, some things don't get sauce, some things get wrapped, some things don't get wrapped. So it's like it's a whole big. Just stay level-headed, be able to multitask. I'm originally I'm born and raised in New York, from the Bronx. It's a way different environment. I have the cooking and kitchen background. I just wanted to try something different, try something a little bit less stressful, more enjoyable, more rewarding, and it's definitely been it. So.
Each location comes with its own life lessons, but Arlington's the original. So, the lessons that we've learned here, we've been able to take those and apply them to other locations that we open up. And we hope that with each location that we open, those lessons will become a little bit easier, and the obstacles that we face will become easier to overcome. Mansfield, I have really high hopes for. I think it's going to be our second highest grossing location next to Arlington. My dad's Hispanic, and I grew up in a Hispanic household, eating Mexican food. My wife's Hispanic. We eat Tex-Mex food pretty much 4 or 5 times a week. That's just home to us. Marrying the flavors of what we grew up with to traditional Central Texas style barbecue just makes sense for us. And it's something that only a handful of places were doing whenever we first opened. And that's kind of the direction that we wanted for Arlington and for the barbecue that we serve here. It starts at the very basis of how we season our meats, the rubs that we have. They've got chili powder and comino and garlic, and it's just not salt and pepper like you find at a lot of places in Austin and Central Texas. It's more than that, but it carries over even into our sides, our desserts. We just try and embody the whole Tex-Mex barbecue concept and everything that we do. The restaurant industry is difficult, right? Especially going into it having no experience like my wife and I did. Neither one of us had even served food at a restaurant before owning a restaurant. And I feel like that kind of gave us a different perspective of what people deserve whenever they walk into a restaurant to eat. It's really easy to get beat up in the restaurant industry and to get discouraged. And I feel like our staff keeps us motivated, to do better and to serve great food. Our customers obviously are a motivation for us. For me personally, my kids are my biggest motivation. I go home and see them, and it just makes me want to be a better dad, a better restaurateur, a better person overall. Whenever we opened our booth in 23 and went on to win the World Series, it was really kind of a Cinderella story. When it came to the World Series, we had like 200 or 300 people in line whenever we would first open our doors. It was just nuts to be able to serve that many people. Jordan Montgomery, our offer is still standing. If the Rangers and him can figure out a way to make it work, we will give him free barbecue for life. We love Jordan Montgomery, we love the Rangers organization. Honestly, I was at a lot of the games during the postseason, and he's a huge part of the reason why we had the success that we did, especially against the Astros. So I would love for Jordan Montgomery to re-sign with the Rangers. And again, free barbecue for life. I mean it. I will sign a contract, whatever I have to do. We want to make it work. I think our main goal is just to create synergies between all the 3 restaurants, employ more people, provide jobs to our communities and find other ways to get back. We want to focus on giving back to the communities and making our food really consistent at all.